Reason number 8, internal conflicts. An internal conflict is when a person desires two opposite things at the same time. For example, I want to be beautiful, but I don't want to give up on sweet things. I want to be beautiful, but I love hamburgers and french fries. I want to be slim, but I don't want to go to the gym. I want to be confident person in myself. I want to develop confidence, but I don't want to work with a therapist. I'm gonna listen free lectures. I'm gonna think about it, but I'm not gonna do exercises, and I'm not gonna go and participate in workshop. Only theory. The inner conflict is between your id and your ego. And if you did not see the second webinar, which was last Thursday, where I was talking about 4 stages of childhood trauma, I highly recommend go and watch it, because I was talking a lot about id and ego, about the evil and an angel who are sitting on your shoulders and telling you opposite things. So who are those two parts? Who are those two parts who are conflicting with each other? The first part is your consciousness. The part that's saying, I want to lose weight, I want to be beautiful, I want to achieve goals. So your logical part, your conscious part. And the second part is your unconscious part, is your subconscious part. And something that you don't know yet about yourself, something that you don't realize. It can be your inner child, and if your inner child creates an inner conflict, then it's gonna sound something like this. I don't want this, I'm tired, I don't know why, I just don't want to do it, I just don't. So when you have a desire, but you cannot logically explain your desire, like, why did you eat an extra piece of pizza? Like, I don't know, I just felt that I wanted, or I did not even notice it. Then this is your inner child. The inner child does not need explanations. The inner child does not want to explain. So the inner child creates some actions that does not make any sense, any logical sense. Of course, there is a reason why your inner child eats this extra piece of pizza, but because this is in your subconscious, you cannot understand that part, you cannot connect with this part. And second element that can create this inner conflict is your fears and your old beliefs. For example, the belief can be like this: thin women, slim women are not happy. They do sport every day. They are on a diet all the time. They are pretending that they're happy, and they are pretending that they like salads. But in reality, skinny people are not happy. They are torturing themselves. And this might be a belief that you have deep inside of you. So no matter what you do, you're not gonna lose weight. Another belief might be that healthy food is terrible. I do not believe that healthy food can be tasty. I do not believe that you can feel satisfaction with healthy food, because healthy food is all about broccoli, carrots, and salads, and some boring things. And it's not gonna make me feel good. I'm not gonna feel energy. I'm not gonna be satisfied. So healthy food is not tasty. The third belief that you might have is, my life is already difficult, so why should I suffer more? Food is at least something that I can really enjoy, that's something that really makes me happy, so why should I sacrifice? Why should I suffer more? Here, what can you do? Free tip number 8. Think about the inner conflicts that you might have. And Try to write down maybe 20-25 statements why it's hard for you to lose weight, what are the reasons that you cannot lose weight. And when you have like 20-25 statements, you can go over them and see what things are similar or what things are kind of repeated. And then you can identify your inner conflict. Once you're gonna bring your inner conflict to your conscious level, once you're gonna be aware of it, you can work with it. I want to share with you 8 signs of an inner conflict. Sign number 1, constant feelings of sadness and or depression. If nothing is pleasing you, if you cannot remember when was the last time you felt joy, if you haven't been happy for a while, then you have an internal conflict. The second sign of the inner conflict is feelings of laziness or loss of interest. If you feel lazy to start new things, if even if something that you really like, but when you start it, you lose interest in 2 days, in 3 days, so quickly you lose your interest quickly. This is the sign of an inner conflict. The third sign, if you feel angry all the time, most of the time. People who feel angry a lot usually means that they live by other people's rules. When a person cannot create boundaries, when a person cannot create rules, when you have to follow other people's rules, advice, then you feel angry, and this anger can be towards other people or towards yourself. Sign number 4, unfulfilled desires. For example, a woman wants to build a career, she wants to be successful, and at the same time she is dreaming about family with 3 kids. And she wants to be a good mother, and she wants to have her career. And in order to be a good mother, you have to spend time with your kids. You have to dedicate yourself to your family. And in order to have a successful career, you have to spend time on your business, and you have to dedicate to yourself, to your business. So this is your inner conflict, unfulfilled desires. When you have 2 desires that you cannot fulfill at the same time. Sign number 5, not enough time. When a person is saying something like, I want this, and I also want this. For example, a person is saying, I want to change my career, I want to travel, I want to find a soulmate, I want to learn how to surf, I want to learn new language, I want to maybe I want to do hiking more. So when person wants to do several things and he doesn't have enough time, this is an internal conflict. This internal conflict will immobilize you, and you will go to the refrigerator, you will be drawn to food, and you will eat more than you need to. Sign number 6, lack of new desires. When you don't know, when you don't have any desires, when you don't really know what things are gonna make you happy, and maybe things that made you happy before does not bring joy anymore. This is the sign of the inner conflict. Sign number 7, fatigue or lack of energy. When you have an inner conflict, you always feel tired. You have to spend a lot of energy in order to suppress your inner conflict. That's why you feel tired, you feel fatigued and lack of energy, because your inner conflict is killing you from inside. So if you wake up in the morning and by 2 p.m. you feel tired, then this is a sign of an inner conflict. And the sign number 8 is psychosomatic. When we have an inner conflict, our body, and we don't do anything with this conflict, we don't work on this conflict, our body becomes to react. we have muscles cramp, we have high blood pressure, we have low immune system, we have a lot of headaches, and this is psychosomatics. Our body always give us some signs that something is wrong with us. Something is wrong with us. And if you feel stress, anxiety, and inner conflict all the time, then you will have effect on your body. And your inner conflict is stopping you from moving forward. Extra weight or extra fat is your suppressed energy. It means that you have a resource, you have a lot of energy. Fat is your resource. You have a lot of energy, you have a lot of energy inside of you, but you're not using it. And if you're not using it, one day it might be too late. So everything comes from our childhood. And therefore, you need to heal your inner child. You have to fulfill your inner child with love, care, support, and help him to feel protected. So tip number 9 is try to remember, what did you do when you were a child? Maybe you liked to run. Maybe you loved drawing. Maybe you loved dancing, watching cartoons. Create a list that will help you to connect with your inner child. And in our childhood, we were pleased, we were happy, and we had a lot of things that made us, that bring joy to us. And food, ice cream, it was only one part of this list. And when we were children, we had imagination and we could create a happy place for us. So we had a lot of emotions. And it's very important to connect with this inner child, to bring joy back, to bring happiness back. And that's why I'm offering you to create this list of childhood things that made you happy.